I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I'm about to go preach in Umuahia. There are lessons I learned from the match that the Super Falcons won in Morocco. There was a huge crowd of their opponents. They were playing in a hostile environment, in quotes. That is to say, they were playing in an environment where they had fewer supporters compared to the home team. The parents of the players, a lot of them were there. Now, the Nigerian team was made up of all tribes. There were Yorubas, there were Igbos, there were Northerners, there were people from different tribes. But they were united in the pursuit of X, Vision X, winning for the 10th time. And labors of our heroes past shall never be in vain. So, with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Let them not arrest me. But those are songs that should galvanize any person into loving his or her country. When they were preparing, they were singing. The Christians were singing church songs. I noticed some did not join, maybe because of their faith. But they did not tell the others not to sing. They gave them the liberty to express themselves. They showed unity by tolerating them. That's what we should practice in this country. If you go to YouTube, there is a song by an Hausa musician. I'm separating Hausa from Fulani. They are not, because we from the south sometimes we just gather the whole north together as Hausa. No, there are different tribes there, and the Hausas are in the majority. An Hausa musician, a Muslim from Katsina State, with his band came together and played a song to acknowledge my contribution to their lives and to this country. I called him. He was in the mosque. And later he called me back that he was praying in the mosque. The Nigerian team was not separated by religion, was not separated by class, was not separated by tribe, was not separated by political parties, was not separated by regionalism. When they were 2 goals down, I offed the TV. I didn't want to die on this bed, because when Nigeria does well, I shed tears of joy. If things go bad, I'm always very depressed and angry. That's how it affects my soul. And I couldn't sleep on time, even though I didn't want to watch. I wanted to know the results. And so later, I on the television. I found out that Nigeria had come up and eliminated the deficit and even scored an extra goal. Now, if we have this spirit, if we bring in this spirit of break Nigeria, they would have gone to the dressing room and started quarreling with each other. It is you that caused that free kick. It is you that did this. It is you that did that. You should have done this. You should have done that. But they went back and they had a coach that did readjustment, that brought substitutes, that gave them new strategies. And they came back with a new vigor that encouraged them. What we need in Nigeria is leadership that can galvanize us into action. Leadership that can reorganize this nation. Leadership that can bring in the right players. Ask a simple question. You have a national security advisor. The nation is not being more secure. Why don't you sack him? You have military personnel, police and all that. There's so much insecurity. Why don't you replace them? Must they be there? Is it a reward system? Zelensky has changed people up and down. A system is not working. You are using the same system. Nigeria needs a coach that has victory in mind, not personal allowances and aggrandizement. The coach did not substitute people according to his tribe. Right from the time of Buhari, there is a sickness that has plagued this nation. Every man brings people from his own ethnic nationality and religion. Buhari Fulanized Nigeria, the executive and all that. Tinubu is Yorubanizing offices, whether the people are competent or not. Don't come here and tell me rubbish. I will whip your father. I'm angry. Bring people of competence. Bring people who can produce results. I'm not a fan of Wiki. You might not like him. But when it comes to building infrastructure, Wiki will deliver any day. Forget his antics and his shortcomings. How can you say that one person from one tribe can never rule Nigeria? You are a stupid human being. You are a wizard. You are a witch. If you go to a hospital and the doctor is from a tribe that is not your tribe and he is the better doctor, won't you go for him? Won't you tell him to treat you? My son operates on white people. He told me that when he comes to the hospital, as he's walking past, they won't greet him. They won't notice him. But when he wears the white coat and comes out, all of them will start greeting him. He told me that when he operates on some of them, because some of them, they prepare them before he comes in to do the surgery. And when he finishes the surgery, he goes to do ward round and visit them. They will ask, are you the one who really did the surgery? His race does not matter. His tribe does not matter. His religion does not matter. It is performance. Nigeria will have lost if we stuck to the same old players if there was no replacement. And they did not break up the team. They did not quarrel in the dressing room and said that every man go to his own. No. I believe that this country can be great again. I believe we can come from our deficit and build a new nation if we can put into practice some of the things I have shared. Now, there is a spirit called Nigeria. It is the never give up spirit. It is the spirit that cannot be conquered. That's why we are still alive. The things that have happened in this country would destroy any country. I was in the War Museum. I saw what the Biafrans could produce. No wonder an armored personnel carrier that diffuses mines and IEDs has been designed and produced by an Igbo Major General in the Nigerian Armed Forces. It will not only save Igbos, it will save all tribes, it will save Nigerians, and we can start exporting. These fingers are not the same. This one cannot say, why am I separated from the rest? This one cannot say, why am I small? But when they come together, they can achieve a task. You don't believe in the unity of this country, you don't believe in the future of this country, tell me, what have you contributed? I was telling them in Umuahia that most of them shouting, break Nigeria, do this. You don't have any building anywhere. You don't have any business anywhere. You have not lived outside your hometown. You don't have reasonable friends from other tribes. I'm here. The museum, the woman in charge of the museum, the curator, is from Anambra State, married to somebody from Osun State. She grew up in the north. Those are reasonable people. The victory of our women in the competition is something we should emulate in our families, in our businesses, in our countries, in our communities. Unity of purpose, just like the ants. The Bible says that if they are of one speech and one language, that there's one speech, that there's nothing they cannot achieve. And the simple way to disintegrate the Tower of Babel was to confuse them, and they could not communicate with each other. We need presidents that are good communicators, governors that are good communicators, ministers and leaders that are good communicators. Dr. Charles Apoki is my name. I'm opening a totally new city, and people from all parts of Nigeria, resident in all parts of the world, are buying properties there. I did a post. Some people say, go and sell your community to Igbos. Igbos are buying there. Yorubas are buying there. Northerners are buying there. And we're going to have an international community there. And there is a law we have placed: don't disturb visitors building in our community. I love this country. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki.